I'm a PhD, Elisabeth Stur, working at Mid-Sweden University in Sundsvall, and I'm a project leader of local media entrepreneurs working on the countryside.
And I am Asta Cepaite, co-worker in this project, and I'm PhD working at Lund University.
And my name is Lottie Jangdal. I'm also part of this project. I'm a lecturer at the Mid-Sweden University and also a former journalist, and I've been working in the educational system now for 4 years.
We launched it this autumn, and we're starting off with looking at local media entrepreneurs in Sweden and also blind spots where there isn't any more local reporting on the countryside and what has happened there. And our intention is to follow some local entrepreneurs and see how they develop, and also start ourselves local media offices and have our own websites, for instance.
I can continue on shortly about the methodology of this kind of studies because of the very dynamic of hyperlocal sites or hyperlocal news centers. We need new kind of methodologies how we approach these kind of problems. It's needed kind of explorative methodology because we don't really know how the processes, how the life cycles of hyperlocal news are evolving. So we have to be open-minded, and primarily we have to collaborate on a much greater basis with the hyperlocal news journalists for knowing how do they produce news and how we could investigate it.
Well, as we've said, we've just started out. We have identified one case that we are going to follow, but we will also scan the entire country to find more good examples. But the one case that we have identified so far is in a small town in the center of Sweden on the east coast. The town is called Kramfors, and they have 6,000 inhabitants. And this was a very vital media community up until just a couple of decades ago. They used to have 2 daily newspapers right in that town, several other newspapers close by, 1 public service radio station and 1 public service TV station, and a hyperlocal radio station as well. And in addition to that, they had 2 media educational systems right in town. So this was a very vibrant media town, but now there's nothing left. And there have been a couple of entrepreneurs that have gathered together, and they have received funding from an organization to carry out a new radio project that's going to be web-based, and they're starting streaming online just 2 weeks from now. And they have a very ambitious program ahead of them where they hope to launch news online on a website and potentially also maybe an e-paper eventually. And they hope to carry this pilot project out first and then hope to get spin-off effects all over Sweden and then hopefully also over the Nordic countries. So they're starting with an audience of maybe 45,000 people for this pilot project, but there could be as many as 20 million people eventually that could benefit from this organization and their media projects.